Hi, welcome to video 7, the barriers to awakening. Okay, so in this film, it's a short film, and I would just like to take you through so that you can maintain the momentum that you'll have achieved so far by following this wake up program. Take you through some of the barriers to your awakening, some of the things that will be numbing you now and zoning out your consciousness or in the past, that you can kind of keep an eye on for yourself as you move forward and start to really experience life and yourself and your soul on a greater level. Okay, so with awakening, in order to elevate our souls, we need to embrace the openers such as positivity and self-belief and love and all of the other things that we'll come on to talk to as well in the later videos. But we also need to shed off the barriers. So there are some things that we've kind of got into habits of doing that need to belong to the past if we're really going to embrace our awakening and take our own level of human consciousness to the next level. Okay, so what are the barriers? Okay, well, I'm hoping if you've watched this one film after another and you've followed this program, you would be able to tell me. But as I can't hear you right now, unless you email me through my website, I'm going to run through them here. Okay, so it's a bit of a summary really on what we've discovered and what we've found so far. The first thing is that the pace of our lives has increased so much in the last 100 years or so that actually we're just so busy, and when we're so busy and we're running around all the time, it's very, very easy to actually put up a barrier to our consciousness. Okay, so this doesn't mean that we all need to suddenly start meditating 24 hours a day. Okay, although meditation is a fantastic way to connect with your soul and your soul purpose and who you are and the universe, and experience more spiritual or more grounded ways of being. The issue with the busyness is that if you then don't put it into context and aren't conscious of it and not actually build in some time for yourself to slow down so that you connect with who you are, then you can end up in this doing cycle again, and that your psyche can take over and it can get quite negative. You can feel quite exhausted, and when you feel exhausted you're more prone to negativity, okay, and more prone to negative reactions. Manage yourself, okay, manage yourself. Slow down your pace, okay, to allow you to be who you are. Second thing is television. Now, television is a fantastic invention. We all have one, don't we? We all have one. In fact, for a lot of people, they've got more than one. It's a fantastic invention. Be conscious of it. Choose to watch what you enjoy. Choose to watch what brings out the best in you. Choose what entertains you. Choose what makes you laugh. Choose what makes you happy. Choose what you're interested in. Be conscious of the fact that if you're coming in from work or whatever in the evening, or after you put the children to bed or whatever, if you're in a habit of, right, I walk into my living room, my lounge or whatever, kitchen, whichever room it is for you, it might be every room, and I turn the telly on and it's like constantly in the background because you're zoning out from who you are and putting yourself and your consciousness into television. Okay, it's not a really negative thing, television. Just watch, watch how much you're watching, if that makes sense. Okay. Also, be careful what you're watching. For your brain, for your consciousness, whatever you're watching is reality to your soul. Okay. So if you're watching negative soap operas where everyone's screaming at each other, okay, and gossiping and backstabbing, then that's reality to your soul, and that's driving negativity within you. Okay, and you'll be encouraging your negative belief cycle. If you watch lots of violence and you're kind of numbing yourself to all of that, okay, then violence will be something that is normal to you. And let's face it, it's not. And if it is, it shouldn't be. Okay, so be really conscious about what you choose to watch on the television, okay, and how much television you watch. Maintain consciousness. Remain awakened. It's the same with media, okay? Watch how much negative media you're watching. You only really need to watch the news once a day, let's face it, okay? Do you watch the news and read the newspaper? Just be conscious. Use the media as a positive enhancement to your life rather than something that you just kind of almost zone into, okay? Don't compare yourself, to magazines and images of perfection and gossip magazines and all of that. That's their lives. It's their lives. Let them live their lives. Embrace yours, okay? Be more interested in your life than the life of whatever celebrity or whatever. Let them have their life. You focus on yours. Awaken to yours, okay? Think about where you're going. Be more conscious about your working world, okay? Busyness is one thing, and we've talked about that in general, but in terms of your career, are you doing what really makes you happy, okay? And if you're in a job that you currently perceive that isn't right for you, find what is right for you within it and then become more of that, okay? So that you are more of yourself. Working on your belief cycles will really help that. Watch addictions, because addictions is that crutch, it's that zoning out, okay? It's that zoning out, okay? So be careful of addictions. Get help for addictions if you need them so that you can open yourself. And you're looking to maintain consciousness, a greater consciousness as much as possible, so you can release and reveal yourself and lift your consciousness, okay? And also be careful of avoiding things. Another barrier is kind of detachment. Okay, I do a lot of work with factories and people in business environments, and what tends to happen is that in the Western world we live in a kind of blame culture at work a lot, and it's kind of still hanging over us. And what will happen is that keep your mouth closed, and then nothing bad can happen to you. Okay, so if your stuff's all right today, the guy next to you is having a bit of trouble, just keep your head down because you're all right. You're not going to get told off today, or you're not going to get involved in debate today. That's not an awakened state. An awakened state would be to say, actually, my stuff's going all right today. Can I help you with yours? Okay, and it's about then you're able to reveal you. You're not hiding. You're not detached. Okay, don't detach yourself from life. Open yourself up to life and open yourself up to others. Okay, so. In the past, you may have had times where you cried for no reason, you were exhausted, you were frustrated, you just, get me off this merry-go-round, how can I feel? What's going on in this? Let that all be a thing of the past and really focus on the barriers of awakening, okay? Focus on the barriers and open up to the openness, because you've got all the tools you need within this Wake Up programme and within Awakening. Well done.